All right, Paul, let's talk about some takeaways from the Democratic convention here in Philly. This morning, PSEG sponsored a breakfast for Democrats, $75,000 it cost them, I'm told, and it blew up in their face. Congressman Scott Garrett, the Republican who said no gays should run for Congress, has been the recipient of some money from PSEG, and Democrats were unhappy. Senate President Steve Sweeney, who had been scheduled to speak, refused. PSEG reversed themselves and said no money for Garrett this year. They're leaving it open for next year, apparently.
How do you blow $75K on a breakfast? I mean, I want coffee and eggs. What's that, $1.25? I don't get these Democrats. But yeah, my big takeaway was I spent a lot of time with the protesters, and they were very nice. They were a big Bernie Sanders crowd. They said more rotten things about Hillary than I've ever heard a Republican say. They particularly called her a warmonger, as did Jill Stein from the Green Party, who's trying to get the Bernie vote. So that was very illuminating. It shows a real rift inside the party.
And then there was Cory Booker's moment. You know, he is the biggest speaker from New Jersey in prime time. He got the crowd rocking. It was a packed house, and he had them on their feet and screaming. He's also, I'm hearing from a lot of people, turning out to be a pretty effective senator. He's been there 3 years now. Has the reputation from his critics being a showboat who doesn't do the real work, but that's not turning out to be true. He's a critical player on getting money for the Hudson River Tunnel, as an example. No more important project for New Jersey. What else, Paul?
Well, you know, the takeaway from last night, Bill Clinton gave a great speech, no teleprompter, he was great. But Madeleine Albright comes in. Now, this was a dog whistle to all the liberal internationalists and neocons who want us still deeply involved in the Mideast and who are very anti-Russian. She gave a spiel against Vladimir Putin, when, of course, Donald Trump is supporting, says Vladimir is his pal. So that's a very interesting rift. Total switch from prior years when the Republicans bashed the Russians and the Democrats said they'd make nice with them. So that was a real shift that I don't think a lot of people noticed.
Yeah, and the biggest shift to me is that Trump said if the Russians attack Estonia, a NATO ally, he might not come to their defense.
I have a lot of Estonian friends, so I hope that doesn't happen.
So the president of Estonia from Jersey. Thanks. That's us. That's Paul Mulshine and Tom Moran for the Star Ledger.